a good way to end the season for the the Toronto Raptors, as they win 121-105 against the Milwaukee Bucks, even though they didn't have 3/4 of their lineup. So there's a lot of second and third stringers out there for the Bucks, and same goes to the Raptors. When they did have Scotty out there and Pirtle out there, they barely played, and that was it. Sure, you won. Look, that doesn't really matter here, right? Like, in the end, you won the game. You're a mid-team. Literally, you're 41-41 on the season, and that's how the regular season portion ends for the Raptors. And I'm trying to do this kind of like reset, right? Where, hey, you're in the play-in. Let's just see what happens. I got no expectations going into it. Sure, I'd love to see them win games and this and that, sure. But no expectations. I'm just going to enjoy basketball. And I'll explain for anybody who doesn't understand the play-in situation. I will explain that later on. Quickly, though, touch on this game. The Raptors were up for basically all of it. They won the first quarter by 9, 35-26. They won the second quarter by 3, 32-29. Third quarter by 4, 28-24. And the fourth quarter was even at 26 apiece. Precious Achiuwa, look, you know what? For Precious, I like what I saw. And not just because of the production, but it's a confidence level. And we all know when it comes to Precious Achiuwa, the confidence is the big thing for him. And look, he's going to be important come play-in time next week, right? I guess this upcoming week. For my work week, it's next week. But anyway, you guys know what I mean. He rides confidence when he's feeling good. Remember last year when he was really doing well in the second half? He was taking pull-up threes in transition, and he was knocking them down, right? And then I watch a game like this, and a great play. It was about 6:47 to go in the third quarter. Gary has the ball behind the three-point line. Precious comes over for the screen, picks up the screen, and then he's got the guy on him and Myers Leonard come up, leaves Precious free behind the three-point line, pump fake, crossover, and throws it down. Massive slam for Precious. The bench loving every second of it, and just it's plays like that. Albeit it's against Myers Leonard, which it's not saying much, but he did a job, and it's a confidence for him. And you love what you saw from Precious. 14 points, 13 rebounds, and an assist. Shot 6 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. He started the year, let me rephrase that. For the majority of the season, he's been really bad from distance. Recently, he's been knocking down some threes. In the last game of the regular season, he goes 2 of 5 from distance, has 2 steals in the game. And that's going to be the X factor for the Raptors come play-in time, come playoff time, whatever ends up happening, is if you can knock down the three. Right? Because this league is so three-point driven, and the Raptors are one of the worst teams in the league at making threes. So if you can get that from a little bit off the bench, right? Because look what you got today. Albeit, you're not going to get these guys playing this many minutes and this, being this much of the offense. But Precious knocked down a couple threes. Malachi Flynn had 20 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, shot 7 of 14, 4 of 4 from the line. He was 2 of 4 from 3. Gary Trent, he's the one that we got to have a keen eye on come playoff time. If he is consistent, knocking down the threes, good things are going to happen, right? He had 23 points today, 1 board, 3 assists, 7 of 13 from the field. And look, I think it was late in the second quarter. I think it was early in the third, where you see him come up the floor and he's just kind of batting the ball. Clearly, it's a game where no one cares, but then he pulls up for 3, knocks it down, right? 7 of 13 from the field, 5 of 5 from the line, 4 of 7 from 3. Him and Precious are going to be very important figures come Wednesday. And then off the bench, the other guys, right? Ron Harper Jr. had 10 points, Chris Boucher had 10, Delano had 11, and Will Barton, who's going to be another guy you're going to count on off the bench, knocking down some trays. And he had 12 tonight, this afternoon. I can't get used to that. So you saw some good stuff from bench guys who were going to make an impact, or you're going to need to make an impact starting on Wednesday. Let's get quickly through the team stats. Raptors shot 50% from the field. They shot 46% from the field. Raptors had 13 more attempts. So that's Raptor basketball. Raptors shot 33% from 3. They shot 35% from 3. Raptors shot 88% from the free throw line. And 81% from the line were the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, with the game now talked about, we're only 5 minutes in, but let's be honest here. Like, who wants to talk about this game? Really. The talk now is play-in. So, let me explain this. There's 2 games going on. the 7-8 game and the 9-10 game. Now, they're basically in two brackets. Let's say the Raptors beat the Bulls, okay? The Bulls, they're done. One loss, it's over, kaput, they're done. If the Raptors lose, they're done. So it's win or go home from here on out for the Raptors. Right? You got to win these next two if you want to get into a playoff run against the Bucks. Because that's what it would be. But if the Raptors win against Chicago, Chicago will be gone, and the Raptors will end up facing the loser of the Miami Heat Atlanta Hawks. Because whoever wins that 7-8 game gets the 7 seed. The 8 comes down to play the 9. Whoever wins that gets the 8 seed. So that's how it works. And you know what's crazy? And I'm going to end this video like this. It is possible that the Raptors would have a way to get to Milwaukee in round 1. It might it's possible to happen. The Raptors would have to go through DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. It is very weird because you'd have to get through Chicago, and if Miami loses the 7-8 game to Atlanta, they would have to play the Raptors in the 8-9 game to figure out who's getting that 8 seed. So it'd be weird. It's going to be weird already seeing DeMar in a Chicago uniform with a jam-packed Scotiabank Arena. It's going to be wild. And you know what? Like I said off the top, I'm trying to take this with a grain of salt, right? Hey, it's a playoff game. I don't care what the team looks like or how they've been all year. Look, when it comes playoff time, it's a whole different story. It's a new ball game. You never know what's going to happen. For example, last year, we did a pretty good job against Philly. People were saying how the Raptors match up well against Philly. Well, we went down 3-0. Sure, they battled back to game 6 and lost there, but in the end, you're getting your teeth kicked in for 3 games. For 2 games, and then Embiid hit the buzzer in game 3. But so in the playoffs, anything can happen. Especially when you're playing this 7, 8, 9, 10 games where it's all these teams are fairly mid. So the first thing for the Raptors before you think about anything else is Chicago. No matter what way you look at it, the Raptors are playing the Bulls on Wednesday. The time is to be determined right now. But the Raptors will host. It will be at Scotiabank Arena. All right? If they win that game, they would have to play either Atlanta or Miami, but it would be on the road. That's the problem with being in the 9-10 game, is that you wanted that 8 seed over Atlanta because, God forbid, you lost the first game. You'd still have a home game in that 8-9 game to decide who gets the 8 seed. But now you don't have that with being in the 9 spot. So all our focus right now is on Chicago. All right? That game is on Wednesday, like I said. And Scotiabank Arena better be jammed. It better be popping. I understand this Raptor team is not as perfect as years past. They're not like the run it back year. They're not like the 2019 championship year. Or years past where they've been like top 3 in the division, top 3 in the conference, and winning rounds. No, they're not that team. They're 500 at 41-41. But I'm not going into this thinking too much, right? You got to go out there. You got to do a job. And first up is Chicago on Wednesday. That's all I got to say, all right? So you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, and yeah, if you enjoyed the game, sure, but are ready to watch some more basketball. That's kind of my thing. I want to watch another Raptor basketball game. You're going to see it on Wednesday. Then I'd want to see another one. Well, then you got to get past that game first. And then after that, you're guaranteed 4 more. So let's just see how it goes. All right? See, like I said, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the upcoming play-in. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Twitter and Instagram links are down in the description, so follow up, send me a DM, guys, do all that great stuff. The Discord and TikTok links are down below as well, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already, and I will talk to you guys. Okay, Leafs edition. They play Monday night against the Florida Panthers in Sunrise, Florida, starting the first of the final, the first of the final 3 road games to end the season. As for the Blue Jays, they were down 6-0, and I literally just got an update. I don't know if you guys heard my parents upstairs freaking out. Chapman hit a grand slam, so it was 6-0, now it's 6-4. So we'll see what happens there, but I'll talk to you guys post-game then. So Jays look to find a way to come back and win this series. It's going to be tough. But as for the Raptors, next time I'll talk to you guys will be on Wednesday, post-game, And I'm hoping it's not the last time I'll be talking to you Raptor fans before the offseason between the Raptors and Bulls in the 9-10 play-in. Is it exciting? No. But it is what it is. Got to enjoy it. All right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and are excited for more basketball past 82 games. We'll talk to you guys then.